Hi, guys. Welcome to the Multi-hyphenate. So, if you're wondering what a multi-hyphenate is, we're really here for the Troy Boltons of the world. So, the people who are all in this together basketball stars and singers who are lacrosse captains and doing sculpture at night. We are here for the people who are weaving together unexpected ideas that you really would never think of, because that's where the magic is and what being a multi-hyphenate, or as is more commonly used, multi-passionate person means. It basically means that you want to do and try all the things. And I really feel like there hasn't been space built out until the last few years to understand that that is a brain type. You can be professionally curious. Like, I think I struggled for years with thinking, I finally figured it out. I'm going to be a creative director. I finally figured it out. I'm going to be a therapist. I'm going to be a coach. I'm going to be an events person. And like every time my path has shifted a little bit, and it isn't starting from scratch. Each path I've taken has taught me more stuff that's led me into the next world. You don't need to be under this pressure to find one path and then stick with that for the rest of your life. It is true that there are past generations where that has been the case and what's expected and what's sort of viable. And I just think the reality of our and moving forward, like future generations, that's just not what it is anymore. It's not. We have access to everything in the book. With social media, you can choose to be anything. I mean, there's literally a girl who has 1 million plus followers who does like, how do I want to describe, costume thirst traps. She comes on screen, you think she's about to switch into some sort of sexy thirst trap, and then all of a sudden she comes out in a dino costume and has built 1 million plus followers on that. That's what I want to put on display, because I think there's a lot of pressure to follow a direct and clear linear path. And I just don't think that's the way the world works, the way we have to live, and the way things need to continue. We are here for joy and happiness as rebellion. Let's fucking do it. So I was interested in this concept of like, what does it look like to be a multi-hyphenate? And can we sort of coach people through that concept? I did 2 episodes in that format and quickly realized this is boring. So the multi-hyphenate is really going to be a curation. I'm almost picturing it like a boutique store, or like a Breath of the Wild style Zelda game where it's an open world format. It is not a roadmap. This is like an open world where you can go kind of explore the topics that are interesting to you, which are going to be everything that's interesting to me. So you're going to hear everything that I'm thinking about, the topics I'm engaged with, the people I'm talking to, and we're going to kind of go from there and see what happens. So here's what you can expect. There will be solo episodes. This is going to be like me catching you guys up on what's going on in my life, what I'm thinking about. Interview episodes where we are talking to entrepreneurs doing crazy shit. This is everything from a cursing puppet who is coming on to roast me and teach us about content, to a bathhouse owner who has blind magicians, comedians, and DJs coming into his sauna, to a dirty circus in Brooklyn. So it's going to kind of run the gamut. And then finally, my bread and butter, and what I'm really excited about, coaching episodes, which is bringing in the network of executive coaches that I have been so lucky to meet and connect with and learn from over the last 4 years. I think a lot of coaches are high ticket price and people don't get the accessibility to meet them and learn from them and understand what the fuck even coaching is. Like, what is therapy? What is coaching? What is the difference? We will get into that. So we will have coaches on who are going to do a session with me so you guys can see what actually happens in session. And this is really because every time that I've had a coaching session, I end up sending the same voice note to like 10 of my friends. And I was like, this feels like a more sustainable way to do this and tell people about what I learned in the coaching session and what's going on. I am sitting in the podcast studio that I have built out in my own home. You will see fun props that will change over time. Right now, we have my beloved Snorlax. I am actually sitting on a tufted rug of what I call coastal Kirby. Excited to be with you guys and talk to you soon.